Okay, so part 2 of my writing experience. So I got a literary agent and we went into submissions, and I had written one book at this point. It was this one, the Happy Ever After playlist. And when we were in submissions to publishers, I told my agent, what do you think about me writing a companion book, like another book in the series, but about the best friend from this one? She thought it was a good idea. So I wrote The Friend Zone. I wrote this in 3 months while we were in submissions to publishers. And this book came first chronologically. So we led with this book as the first in the series. So we were shopping 2 books. Okay. I was in submissions for 9 months. It was 9 months of rejections. It was like nothing but no. Every time my agent would update me on the progress, it was like so depressing. I got a revise and resubmit from a top 5 publisher basically saying, well, we like your writing, but we want you to change the whole ending of this one. Which I did, and I resubmitted it and they passed on it, but they offered me a 3-book bakery romance series. And I was actually really upset about that. I was very offended. I was like, I don't want to be, I know I'm a baker. I know that I'm a Cupcake Wars winner. I know. Okay. But I don't want to be boxed into writing, romance bakery series because I'm a baker. I want to write what I want to write. I think that these books are good. I like what I did here. I'm proud of these, and these are the ones that I want to publish. So I said no. I turned down a 3-book bakery romance book deal with a top 5 publisher because for me, my dream was never like, I want to be a published author. My dream was I want to publish these. So I turned that down. I think my agent was like, we're never going to make any money off this lady. It worked out though. It worked out. So anyway, during this time, I ended up submitting both of these books into the Golden Hearts competition through the Romance Writers of America, and both of them scored low. The Happy Ever After playlist, somebody marked it as not a romance, trying to get the book disqualified from the entire competition. I was extremely disheartened. I was like, I don't think this is going to happen for me. And then one day I got a offer, a 3-book deal from a top 5 publisher. And then within 24 hours, I had another offer for another 3-book deal from a top 5 publisher. So it was like months and months and months of nothing but rejection and being told that my main character was unlikable and that they didn't know where to place these books and they were looking for lighter fiction. And then all of a sudden I got 2 offers. So my books did go to auction. I ended up getting a 3-book deal with Forever Romance. These are the 3 books that I wrote for them. The first 2 were USA Today bestsellers. This one was a New York Times bestseller. It hit in 2 different categories, and Life's Too Short was voted a Minnesota Best Book of the Year. You can get all of these at the link in my bio if you're interested in reading any of my books. And you should read my books because you guys like my content. Otherwise, you wouldn't be following me. You think I'm funny? You like how I create narratives around the dogs? You will love my books. If you do want to pick up one of my books, I actually recommend that you start with Part of Your World. I just feel like this is one of my strongest books, and I think it's a great one to start with. And then the next book after that is Yours Truly, which is somehow even stronger than the one that I just told you about. And if you love these 2, you can pre-order just for the summer, which is coming out in April of next year. There's a special edition of this one at Barnes & Noble, and it's got artwork in it, which is really cool. And then you can circle back around and check out these bad boys, which I'm also very proud of, and they're fantastic books. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, ask me in the comments.